Should performance-enhancing drugs be allowed in all sports?
Should be allowed in sports at all?
Yeah.
Yes.
Just like open the floodgates.
Yeah.
I say yes.
I mean,
I'm gonna say no.
it's not cheating if everyone's doing it, right?
Yeah, but there's levels of PEDs, and people with better science will have better PEDs. So in
That's
that
true.
sense, it wouldn't be fair.
That's true. So you're saying like the better paid guys are going to be able to afford the better stuff?
It would only work if one person did all the PEDs for every athlete, and then it'd really be fair. But that wouldn't happen. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna say no.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, I think, like, when I watch, going back as a fan, watching baseball from like 98 to like 2002, man, that was some of the best baseball I've ever seen. I mean, people were crushing like 40 to 50 home runs every year like it was nothing. But as a fan, that was entertaining to watch. Now, from like a health standpoint and all that and all the stuff, whatever, I don't know anything about that. But as a fan, it was fun to watch.
Sports fan?
I don't even know.
No.
No?
I like it the way it's at, and I kind of like the. And yeah, it sucks when it happens to somebody you like or somebody that plays for your team, but the drug test controversy stuff gets kind of fun sometimes.
Yeah.
How do they?
Especially coming from like watching, because people that MMA fighting stuff like that, a lot of substance abuse over the years.
Yeah.
So it's kind of fun to make fun of people, see the controversy. Yeah, it sucks when one of your favorite fighters gets suspended for 2 years, but
Right.
How do they determine what is okay or not okay? Like,
they have a banned list.
who determines what's on the banned list?
USADA,
What is that?
U.S. Anti-Doping Agency.
Okay. Are there like testosterone guidelines too? Or no? There
Yeah,
are.
there's
yeah.
guidelines for all that stuff.
Yeah.
There's like even like supplements and like it can be an over-the-counter supplement,
Yeah.
and they
Maybe
can
like
ban
an
it
energy
if it's got
drink
the
or
wrong stuff
something.
in it.
Yeah, if it has like any ingredient that's on that ban list.
Yeah.
How people get away with it though is that they just, science is just getting better. Like what he was saying, like people with the resources just get the better stuff, and it's not on these lists, so then they never get caught.
Eventually.
But then eventually the science eventually gets added to the list and stuff. People find out about it, but
Yeah.
it's kind of fun. But I don't
Yeah.
think it should be in the sport.
Me, I'm just speaking as a baseball fan. I don't know about all sports, but baseball is really fun when you got these jacked up dudes just smoking home runs. Honestly, I think that'd be a good TV show, like Home Run Derby with Jose Canseco as the host, and everybody just completely wrote it up, like, and then just 500-foot home runs. I would watch that.
I disagree, and he's going to yell at me. Not yell at me, he's going to comment. I prefer the short ball of baseball.
Yeah.
See,
Not
just see the
efficient.
did
It's not efficient.
you see? But I do. So
Yeah.
the home run thing doesn't do anything for me. I'm not a baseball fan to begin
Mhm.
with. But if I were to watch baseball, I'd rather it be a short ball.
I'm gonna watch it hit a ball 10 feet.
It's
A hit and run really gets it going for me, man.
For whatever reason, I don't know why, but that's what I've always preferred. I think maybe you have to work at it a little bit more, and then
Mhm.
I don't know.
I like that stuff too. And then with the steroids, that it wasn't just the hitters; it was the pitchers that was taking it too. So they were able to add some velocity to the pitches, so that made it even better, in my opinion. But I mean,
they
I
get broader so they have better defense.
Yeah, I mean-
more space wide.
I mean, just go back and look at Barry Bonds during that era. He was ginormous. He was way bigger, than he was before that time frame. And then I don't know, he was jacked, and so was Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire.
Wasn't it not against the rules then?
Right. Well, there was
Right.
some frowned upon kind of
Yeah,
things.
I think it was frowned upon, but it was
Mhm.
not tested. So there was.
So they played within the rules of the time.
Yeah.
And now they're punished now because the rules have changed since the rules
Exactly.
of the time.
Because they hold.
That's like coming back and arresting somebody now because they broke something that's against the law now they did in the past.
Exactly.
That's why there's a big argument with Hall of Fame voting and stuff with
Mhm.
PED users and non-PED.
I'd
Yeah.
be pretty frustrated if I did something at the time that was, I guess, I don't know if accepted, but wasn't against the rule.
Everybody loved it. I was a lot, way too young though, but
Brought
everybody
back
still
baseball.
talks about it. Writers like
Mhm.
everybody loved it when it was happening.
Because it
Yeah.
brought back
Loved it.
baseball. It brought
Fans,
back.
fans loved it. The
Yeah.
same fans that are bashing these players loved it at the time. And it wasn't. And I remember back then, a lot of people were aware of it. A lot of people were kind of like, okay, there's something off here. Everyone knew it, but everybody kind of just
It's all hush hush.
everyone just kind of shrugged it off and like, whatever, we're enjoying it. Like,
Deal with it later.
That
yeah,
was a big deal though. Like you would go to grocery stores, you would go to like Walmart, and they would be airing the games,
Mhm.
and then people would stop and listen. It was
Yeah.
kind of but it did bring back baseball because they, the
Yeah.
lockout.
it
I think it was
saved
high school, wasn't it?
saved
Was
the
the
sport.
McGuire?
McGuire
thing
and Sammy.
Sosa.
So yep.
I remember it was all the talk of like
Like
everything.
98.
Yeah, right around,
Yeah. Like Sammy Sosa, he's not even welcome back to the Cubs right now because they want him to apologize for taking steroids, even though he never tested positive. He was on the Mitchell Buckle report. His name was on that, but he actually never actually tested positive. And he never admitted. So they don't really actually have proof that he did it, but they want him to admit to it and then apologize before he's welcomed back to the organization.
Then maybe the Cubs or Major League Baseball should give them back money they helped earn the league at that time.
Exactly.
You just $10 million check. No, we apologize.
Right. Just think about all the Sammy Sosa jerseys that we're selling and the
Money
tickets.
made on the back of that. They didn't want to fight it then. It was
Exactly.
rolling $100 bills.
Exactly. Like they're not apologizing for the money they made off of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like that's kind of hypocritical, in my opinion.
I
But
think it's not worth having steroids in the league or
mhm,
potentially jeopardize a lot of players'
Yeah.
health or every player's health. So
mhm,
yeah, it might be fun for us, but it would not be worth it for
Yeah.
them.
I would say like, and the back end to that argument is, I think any sport where it's allowed might diminish its value a little
Like
bit.
the integrity of it.
It might diminish it because, like, you think like pro wrestling. Like when a guy walks out, he's jacked, but you're really not that impressed because you know that he probably didn't do it naturally. So you're like,
Yeah.
What is that?
yeah.
In wrestling, you're like, yeah, I want him to be. I want him to look better.
exactly. But it's not like
It's supposed to
news.
be
Like
huge.
The
Nobody-
old 80s wrestling.
yeah. But no one's really impressed by it. Like it's not like, I don't know. So I do kind of see it from that point. But me though, I just want them to smash home runs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's really a selfish thing.
Bring back juice balls. That's the fix to it.
They did that,
Yeah.
and people complained about that.
Yeah, bring them back.
Whatever.
Not just primetime games.
Yeah.
What is that?
They juice the balls. I don't know the exact. I
Bouncier, so they go
They
further.
hit them further. Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, but only some games.
Yeah, MLB doesn't like. I don't think they admit it, but like they use it. They use like the metrics,
Mhm.
like the exit velo, the launch angle, stuff like that. And some balls it goes out, some balls it doesn't. It could be same exact pitch, same velocity, everything.
Mhm.
And
Yeah. There's also a lot of other aspects of baseball too that are already not fair, with every ballpark being way different from each other. Just about like the dimensions are like there's some home runs that go out at Yankee Stadium that will never go out at any other stadium in that right field porch. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like some teams already kind of have, if they get to play there
That's
more.
the only sport that's like that, though, isn't it? Soccer.
soccer's have a little variation.
Well, yeah, because there's like a
But it's not game changing.
Yeah.
there is
Yeah.
like a dimension, like a variation.
So based on how the schedule gets lined up.
Yeah, so
That would
yeah,
impact
if you're the Yankees, you get to play at that stadium more than anybody else. You get to play with that advantage all year round. Now, their opponents that they're playing every single time get that exact same thing, but their opponents don't get to play there as much.
They
That's
don't
the Yankees.
play there 81 times.
Exactly. So
Do other teams complain about it? Because couldn't they just like
More fans
shorten
do than
their
anything.
field
Yeah.
too?
oh yeah.
Fans.
Yeah,
It's always
because
a fan.
well, yeah,
Little
'cause
league
somebody will hit a home
Yeah.
run out to the right field porch at Yankee Stadium. They'll call it a Mickey Mouse home run.
Yeah.
But I follow a Twitter bot that shows the metrics for every single home run, and it shows them for like every ballpark, like which which park that ball would have been a home run at. So it'll say, like occasionally you'll get like the one that's like unicorn, like this was only a home run at this stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah, and it doesn't just affect home runs. It's
But yeah, the Yankee Stadium ones will be like,
Yeah.
it'll be like, this was a home run at 15 out of 31 stadiums. And people will be like Mickey Mouse home run.
Put up the orange
Yeah.
fence.
It also affects like the power alleys and the gaps and everything, because if the fences are coming in this area and it's going out this way, it's like you talking about easy doubles, triples inside the park home runs, like But I don't know. I don't think it should be allowed in all sports because I think there's a reason why they're banned, but I do think they make them more entertaining, for sure.
Yeah.
So
Would
Sure,
it
there's a
be as
reason.
entertaining if everybody was on it though? Maybe.
Baseball, I think it would
So
because
is it like watching basketball?
Maybe.
Because
I don't watch basketball. So
the only reason why I say baseball is because I feel like I've seen it already. So, and it made me a fan. So, but not every sport. So I'm in agreement with that.
I'm against it.
Same.
Gotta keep the integrity.
Okay.
Health aspect of it, that's not.
That too.
Yeah.
You think it compromises the integrity?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, based off of like history and stuff, it wouldn't be the same game anymore. Like you couldn't compare it. It would be like a new era. Like whatever happened before and then is only compared to that stuff.
Yeah.
Which
kind of already
Which
happened.
happens
It's-
now,
It
right?
happens.
that
anyway,
does
right?
happen,
Yeah.
but it
Equipment
wouldn't
changes.
be
Mhm.
like there's like the modern era.
I saw a TED Talk
stuff,
talking about
but-
sports equipment and how that like the main difference in people doing better. It's not so much athletes are that
the-
much
the
better.
training.
And like the shoes.
Training
Mm-hmm.
and
There's a lot of people that make the argument of like if Babe Ruth would even be as good today as he was back then. Considering like back then only white players were playing, so he was only playing against a very limited pool of players or whatever, and a lot of them were not like full-time baseball players. They were doing other stuff. So, but now today it's like a whole wide range of players from all
Yeah.
different parts of the world. Like, would he even be as good today? That's an argument.
That's a whole nother video we could have.
Yeah, right. But I don't know. I think they're entertaining in baseball. That's all I'm gonna say.
So I say yes. Do it.
All right.
Split. I said
Split?
No.
No.
No. So it's 3-2. All
3
right.
2.
Well, there we have it.
We're in the minority.
I saw an article